This is Boxing Talk 8576. I want to talk about Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz is trying to make a comeback. Um, we all we all know Victor Ortiz, from fighting Floyd Mayweather. But my first time I seen him was against Mike Arnautis, and I seen a young fighter they had the total package as far as punch selection is concerned. The total package. He had the hook. He had the right hand. He had the uppercut. I mean, Victor Ortiz to me uh, probably has the best uppercut in boxing. The more natural, compact uppercut I've seen in boxing. Him and Andre Berto. Andre Berto got a pretty good uppercut too, but Victor Ortiz throw his so compact, and it's hard to counter him off of it because he's so compact with it and he understands when to throw it. See, a lot of people don't understand when to throw the uppercut, but he understands when to throw the uppercut. But nevertheless, yeah. And then the next time I seen him was against Marcus McDonough, and that was a great fight, man. I was back and forth. They were knocking each other down. I think they knocked each other down about 3 or 4 times apiece. But what left a bad taste in my mouth about that fight is the ending of that fight. Uh, as soon as Marcus McDonough started getting the best of Victor Ortiz when the fight wasn't going his way and he had got knocked down, he kind of quit. And he said after the fight that he shouldn't be taking beatings like that. And I was like, man, this was a really good fighter on the rise. And now his head is not, where a warrior's head should be. And he quit in that fight. I thought he quit. I mean, I know a lot of people thought he quit. I thought he quit in that fight, which I thought he could have won. If he would have dug down a little bit deeper, he could have won that fight. Because he was winning on my scorecards, even though he went down a couple times, but he put Marcus McDonough down, and he was winning, rounds when they wouldn't put each other down. So, and then, I mean, he did pick himself up after that loss. He beat Nate Campbell, he beat Vivian Harris, Antonio Diaz, and then he beat Andre Berto when Andre Berto was undefeated, and that was a great fight. He took it to Andre Berto. I thought Andre Berto came into that fight a little bit overconfident. He thought, he probably thought like most people thought that Victor Ortiz, didn't really have the fighting spirit in his belly, which Andre Berto wasn't wrong for thinking that because, Victor Ortiz did quit against Marcus McDonough when he was in a tough fight. So until you get into another tough fight and show that you can overcome that, people going to think that about you. You're going to have that reputation. But he beat Andre Berto in an impressive fashion. Then he fought Floyd Mayweather. And I don't know, man. In the weigh-in, I thought he lost the fight in the weigh-in because he let Floyd Mayweather put his hands around his neck. Man, you can't let nobody put their hands on you, period, in the weigh-in. You just can't let a person think that they can just bully you, man, in the weigh-in before the fight. And he just put his hands around his neck and everything, man. He should have put his hands around his neck back and probably knocked Floyd Mayweather out, man. But nevertheless, he let that go on, man. And when he let that go on, I knew right then. I mean, I kind of figured before the fight that he was going to lose this fight. It was going to be a mental thing because Victor Ortiz has the weapons and the arsenal to fight against any fighter. Is his mentality, is his mental makeup that he loses fights mentally before he even get in the ring against most fighters. And I thought when he fought Floyd Mayweather, I knew that was gonna come up. I knew the mental thing was gonna come up. I just knew it. And the round that he headbutted Mayweather in, that he got that cheap shot in on Mayweather, he was actually doing good in that round. He had drove Mayweather back to the ropes, and then he headbutted him. I don't know what he did that for. Like, man, what is this dude doing, man? And then he apologized and over-apologized, kept his hands down, and Mayweather took advantage of it and punched him. Which I was mad at the time because I had paid my money to see the fight, man. I wanted to see the fight go to fruition, and when Mayweather hit him and he knocked him out and the dude didn't get up, and I was pissed. I was mad at Floyd Mayweather. But Floyd Mayweather was in the right because he did foul the man. So, he was in the right because, just about anybody would have did that to him after he fouled him. But after that, he just started going downhill, man. He lost to Jose Cito Lopez. He had got his jaw broke. That's understandable that he didn't fight through that. Even though some fighters, have fought through that in the past, like Ali, and he fought through that in the past. So, and Arthur Abraham fought through that against Anderson Miranda. Ali fought with a broken jaw against Ken Norton. But I don't get mad because a guy don't want to fight with a broken jaw. That is the man's jaw. But then I was giving him another shot, man, because I gave him a pass with the broken jaw against Jose Cito Lopez. Then he fought Luis Collazo, man, and Luis Collazo was a good fighter. So that was a pick'em fight. You know what I'm saying? That was a pick'em fight. But I did pick Collazo to win that fight, but I thought Ortiz had a good chance of winning it. That was a 50-50 fight in my book. But what did he do? As soon as the fight started, didn't go his way, he quit once again. He could have got up from the knockdown, man. He just stayed there and didn't get up. And from that point on, I was done with Victor Ortiz. Now he's making a comeback. I don't know what he's gonna do in his comeback. He's 2-0 his comeback so far against less opponents. He's just getting his feet wet. But he got Joel Diaz as his trainer. Joel Diaz trained my guy. He trained Bradley, and he trained Omar Figueroa. I think he still trained Omar Figueroa. I don't know, but he's a pretty good tactician fighter. He tells his fighters, the correct things to do in the corner. He told Bradley the correct things to do in the corner every time. Bradley just go out there and do his own thing, especially against Pacquiao too, and against Povachnikov. He did it. He just did his own thing. But Joel Diaz is a good, knowledgeable fighter. His brother used to be a fighter, and I think Joel Diaz can pull something out of him. Joel Diaz is a no-nonsense guy, so if he sees that Victor Ortiz is not being, 100% into boxing, he won't waste his time with him. I think he said in the interview. That he told Victor Ortiz he has to be serious, because if Victor Ortiz can get his mind right, the man can fight. He can be trouble for anybody in the welterweight division. I mean, the top half, the middle half, and the bottom half. So, we're gonna see. I'm not gonna really get on the man. He's making a comeback. He says he's renewed. He was burnt out. Now he wants to get back in boxing because he feel like he can beat some fighters. So I would like to see him against Andre Berto too. I would like to see him fight Andre Berto, because it's kind of like they both in the same position. They both kind of like got to revive their careers, because Berto just lost to Mayweather in a lackluster fight, and if he can beat Andre Berto, I would like to see if he can revenge his loss to Jose Cito Lopez, because Jose Cito Lopez said he wanted to fight him again. Actually, Berto said he wanted to fight him again. So I don't know, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Let me know what you think about Victor Ortiz comeback. Do you think he's gonna be successful? This is Boxing Talk 8576. I'm out.